enters this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! Itsuyo! Itsuyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is this? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.
welcome to I guess I should say welcome to still day 7 technically. However, there was a game that we were not able to play yesterday. We were supposed to have 2 matches yesterday, which is the Alpha Zeros and Otsutsuki, and then Xborg versus Dark Stars. However, we weren't able to play game 1, so we are going to get straight into game 1 of the day. Once again, good evening everyone who has joined us. It's always nice to have you guys, it's always nice to have you guys with us here. We appreciate it. As you are here, please don't forget to like the stream, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and let's get straight into it. As you can see already, we are in the banning phase of today's game, which is going to be between Alpha Zeros and Otsutsuki clan. I guess we should note that Big Daddy Hades will not be joining Alpha Zeros this time, so it's going to be Aqua. Apparently Aqua is going to be the one in the jungle, and yeah, Alpha Zero is going to face an Otsutsuki clan. Otsutsuki, I think both teams have not been doing too bad, apart from the complications that Alpha Zeros have been having over the years. But Alpha Zeros currently sit at 8th position in the table, and Otsutsuki clan are currently at 5th. Otsutsuki are at 5th with 9 points, and Alpha Zeros have 3 points. So potentially Alpha Zeros, if they do win both games here, they can potentially get just 6 points, and be closer to the top 5. So the first 3 bans for the side of AI or A1 is going to be Ixia, Cecilion, and Xborg. Of course, they look like very targeted ban. Xborg is a hero that Nelson Amechi has been using and actually getting good results on throughout the tournament. So they are going to ban out the Xborg, the ixia also, which is a very strong pick for Jigen. He is going to be going with the Brody, however. Yeah, so basically first 3 picks for the side of AI already looks very solid. They have the Phobios Soyu, who is a very scary hero to go against right now. He just fits perfectly into almost every combination. He's the assassin, he can take damage, in the immortal form. He has a boosted defense stats and all that. And then the server, of course, let's not forget that server from his from the assassin form deals a disgusting amount of damage, which is really good for securing objective. If you combo it with the retry and stuff like that. So it has actually been popping off a lot. I'm surprised it's still not banned anywhere. However, at the side of Otsutsuki, they are going to lock in the Brody, the Vexana, and the Alpha. 3. That's a lot of damage actually. That's a lot of early game pressure here. I think Otsutsuki should be looking at taking serious advantage of the early game strength that they have, and just use it, and hopefully, because I think the Alpha is one hero that only in the early game that he usually makes so much impact. Come the late game, mid game is actually good, because when he does get his item power spike, as long as he's not left behind in the early game, maybe invaded or dies unnecessarily. I think we saw an example of how an Alpha can be very bad if he loses early game. I think that was against it was Defiant on the Alpha. That was RNK. I can't remember who they were facing, but yeah, Defiant, he died so many times in the early game, both on the Alpha. Was it the Alpha and the Bane, or both the Alpha and the Bane? So yeah, you don't necessarily want that to happen when you are on the Alpha. But they're going to lock in that Beleric, and Beleric is one of those heroes that you literally just have to be in your enemy's face. Otsutsuki has it seems like a very tailored draft, tailored to their gameplay, a decent amount of crowd control also, and very good damage. The damage profile is actually spread out pretty well. They have the true damage, physical damage, magic damage just all over the place, and they are actually going to lock in the main sitter. I'm guessing that should be able to do something about basically the first 4 picks. If best case scenario the Minnesota is able to catch 4, basically 4 of them can't dash, you know, and now they're rocking the flickers, so you can't dash out. Phobius can't use the unstoppable force. Valentina can't dash out also, so there's potential. But anyhow, this is going to be the lineup from both teams, and yeah, let's see how they are able to pull it off, because at the end of the day, execution is the most important thing. So let's see how both teams are going to pull it off.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
We have
Troops deployed.
so you hear basically yeah, so Alpha is going to start in at the exact same side on the other end. So he is going to be starting the red buff, and Alpha is going to be starting on his blue buff, getting a bit of help from the Vexana. The Beleric just being the bodyguard, making sure nobody has any funny ideas. And then this gold matchup seems like one that is going to be just, you take your minions, I'll take mine. Brody here trying to freeze that lane. We're going to have a bit of clash in the mid lane. You can see the amount of damage already that the Soyu dealt already, almost taking out the Vexana there, forcing the Vex to recall, and already taking the creep. You can see that little invade from the side of Alpha Zeros. Already it's a very, very beautiful start. This is the kind of dominant early game we tend to see from the Soyu. He's going to dash back in. Vengeance forced out from the Beleric there, and Alpha is not going to get his level 4 from here. He's going to recall in that bush while the Soyu just keeps on clearing up the other side of his jungle. I think come level 4, Fovio should have a pretty easy lane against the main setter, and even past level 4, honestly. I think the only time Fovios begins to have issues is in the team fight, especially if the main setter is able to drop that King's Calling down. It could basically mess up a lot of things. That's a lot of members from the side of Alpha Zeros are really kind of reliant on dashes. The Valentina, even the Grok, I think if timed perfectly, you can basically stop the Grok's wild charge. So that's a lot of potential for the main setter to make use of. But yeah, first tool is up. King's Calling is going to be dropped already. You can already see they had to really walk out of that place really fast. First blood picked up by the Fovios, even though it was the main setter who had the first engage, and just like that, we are going to have the first tool of the game. I think this should be easily secured by the side of Alpha Zeros. So far, I think they are actually doing so well. They've controlled this early game really, really nicely. That's Soyu. Aqua on the Soyu has been doing really well. Solo kill in the top lane. Surprisingly, Brody is going to, kill that Clint there in that top lane, and that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, wild charge onto Nelson Amechi. He needs to be careful there. The Soyu deals a huge amount of damage. Vexana in a bit of trouble here. Is forced to flicker out. Aqua is caught really low, but I think being chased by that Vexana's knight there, but he's going to be fine, I think. Fovios. This could be a network. This will be a connection problem. I think we'll just, if the connection doesn't stabilize. We might have to take a break, but yeah, I think he's back, so we'll just get back into the game. Second turtle of the game is going to be spawning in no less than 30 seconds, and if it's anything like how the first one was, I think we should be expecting Alpha Zeros to dominate again, especially seeing the fact that both fighters are not going to be joining us. There could potentially be a 1v1 here. Unstoppable force over and over again. This might be a solo kill, but Zadie decides to let him go. Second turtle has spawned here. And that's going to be the second turtle secured by Alpha Zeros. Big damage here coming from the Soyu, but it's going to be, Valentina who is going to secure that kill. Another dive under the tower. Beleric is actually going to, use the ultimate, but nothing doing there. And that's a 5-1 already. And the top lane tower is going to drop very early on, just 5 minutes, and Alpha Zeros have already secured that 4k gold lead. And this is the thing I was worried about initially from the drafting phase, when I mentioned about the alpha needing to snowball, needing to just get ahead in the early game. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be doing that. Aqua almost level 10. He is going to be entry level 9 very soon, not just yet, but that was a level gap, and then just doesn't seem to be having the best of times in the early game. I feel like Otsutsuki have just kind of failed to use that early game, that early game draft that they have. They've let, I probably just the growth, probably they didn't let, but AI have found a way to control that early game, even though with the grok and all. You can see here Brody has no choice. Another kill though. Finally, they are able to get something back on the board. It's going to be the Valentina who is going to be taken out, but the Brody can't even move, while AI was busy, munching that tier 2 turret in the top lane. You just have to stand and watch. And you can see here Aqua almost at level 12. Not almost at level 12 anyway. Look at the amount of damage that the Soyu is dealing. Flicker wild charge is actually going to get Alpha in the backline. Double kill, triple kill for the Aqua, and that is going to be a clean objective take. 3 turtles going to the side of Alpha Zeros. I know this like the amount of damage here. Look at how low the Beleric had gotten already, even before anything happened, and the beautiful flicker wild charge there by the grok, and the amount of space that Soyu covers with that dash is insane. And I think this is why he's a hero that is basically always picked. The moment if you see Soyu, you pick Soyu. If you don't pick it, I think it's best you just ban him out, honestly. And you can see the effect of that, of the control that Alpha Zero have in the early game. Another turret is going to drop in the bot lane. Fovios there working on that turret. Another wild charge onto Nelson and Mechi, and that is another kill. That's the 4th time 041 KDA for the Alpha. Doesn't seem to be having a really good game. This mid lane turret once again is going to drop. and I think, yeah, we can expect the game to kind of take this pace. Ooh, nice dodge there by gives him the thumbs up. That was actually a beautiful dodge there. Quick reaction by the Soyu. First lord of the game has spawned in that in the bottom side of the map, and I think to be honest, yeah, it's obvious. I don't even think it's obvious that Otsutsuki can't really do much about this. It has basically been a perfect early to mid game by Alpha Zeros, and yeah, of course they can't compete. You know, just can't contest anything right now. So you Alpha on the Soyu is already at level 14, and you know. Nelson Amechi barely level 4. You can see even under the turret they are not safe. However, Boye might have been caught out there, and that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. It's going to be the Vexana who is going to be traded out for the Clint right now. And now I think even though, like, even if, you know, Alpha Zeros is so far ahead and it seems like everything is like going their way, I think they still need to be careful. I'm just saying that to look for where to give them hope because to give the side of Otsutsuki hope, because you can see here they're just standing around. There's literally nothing. There is almost like there's no plan for the engage, or it's just too difficult for them to do anything right now. You know, they have a Beleric, they have a main sitter. These are heroes that can't necessarily, you know, go in and make like game-changing plays, or just as I say that, we are going to see a huge game-changing play. You know, I didn't mean to jinx AI, but that is a triple kill there, 3-for-1 trade, and the gold game is going to drop back to 4k from where it was before. So I'm guessing this is what Otsutsuki needs to do. They need to look for those kind of plays. However, I guess we can still say that it was, you know, mostly AI just being a bit too careless and overextending. But the fact that Otsutsuki were able to take opportunity of the overextension by the side of AI and convert them to a triple kill is very, very good, and I think it helps them. However, on the bright side, Zaddy still has no debts on him. You know, Brody already has 2 debts. Every member for the side of Otsutsuki already have debts, and that was a shutdown, a very good shutdown, I think, for them. The shutdown was onto Aqua. Still not doing too bad, honestly. I think he's going to miss Little Larry there. But yeah, Otsutsuki now are just going to try and see if they can, you know, just bunch up together so that you can get pickups like this. If this is what you can't get, then just get it. You know, I feel like any kill they get right now is going to be very valuable for them, especially considering the fact that, you know, the Lord was almost up. The Lord is just like less than 10 seconds. The Lord is going to be up. So if you could pick one member from the side of Alpha Zero out, no matter who it is, be it the Roma, because even the Grok right now is going to be the one causing a lot of problems. So if it's the Roma you can't pick off, you should pick the Roma off, in my opinion, you know. But yeah, I think this is going to be another Lord for the side of Alpha Zeros here. Easy Lord taking, no contest. And we're just going to go back to, you know, the slow pace game, as Alpha Zeros will try to sing the waves, not giving anything actually to Leslamichi here. However, he has gotten farm from somewhere and he's at level 14, almost 15. And taking a look at the items here, can see that he does have. Oh, he's actually going to be using the Sky Piercer on the Alpha. I feel like the Sky Piercer is basically useless here. Not much you can actually work with there, since there are no kills on him. I think it's best just selling it off for something else that he can, you know, actually make use of right now. Here we're going to see Alpha defending the bot lane. The Lord is going to crash into the top lane there. Nobody has fallen just yet, and just as I say that, Indra trying to make an engage in the back line is going to be the first one to fall. Means it actually catches, you know, the Grok in that King's Calling, and he's going to fall. Top all inhibitor turrets still standing. That was actually a really good defense from the side of Otsutsuki. I think this is a pause request, so I'm just going to grant that real quick. So we are going to take a quick pause, and then we'll be back for the resumption of the game. And I think this might just be the end of the game here. This is looking very, very endable. Or is anyone back? Okay, Indra is going to be back. Ishiki is going to be back. I didn't see the death timers there, but yeah, that was a bit of a clash there. And Then we could see here the amount of damage this Oi was able to do. However, it does get taken out by beautiful flicker and the kill there coming from Clint, and that's going to be another Lord secured by the side of Alpha Zeros. And I think to be honest, I really don't see. I struggle to see how the side of Otsutsuki are going to defend this Lord. It's not impossible. Of course, there's still a probability that Alpha Zeros might overextend or just not use the Lord properly. However, it is going to be a very, very difficult Lord to defend. Though I think it should be mentioned that most of the items from the side of Otsutsuki, they are actually getting their items now, just that they don't have the best of wave clears. You can see Belleric there. It's already going to use that ultimate, and now that is the resource is not going to have. The Winter Ground is going to be used by Aqua there. Clint dealing a disgusting amount of damage from that back line, and that is going to be 3 members for the side of Otsutsuki going down, and that is going to be game 1. GG's to Alpha Zeros as they secured here. The amount of damage that Clint was outputting there was just too much for for Alpha Zeros to handle, and I guess rightly so. They controlled the game from the beginning all the way to the mid game, except for that little slip up that they had there. And yeah, I think a pretty one-sided first game here. We hope to see Otsutsuki do better. Let it not be, I feel like the Xborg is a very, very strong pick actually for the side of Nelson and Michi, but you should know that if you are too successful on a hero, 100% you are going to get banned sooner or later. So like we could see yesterday in the case of Amir, where 3 of his marksmen were banned out and he had to go back to use the Popol and Cooper. This is where having a large hero pool comes in handy. However, we'll see if Otsutsuki are going to switch things up in game 2, or if they are still going to maintain the same draft but have a better execution for it. See you guys in game 2. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. Sound rises when I give the word.
Bleeding as a snowflake, as timeless as a glacier's heart. Hope will find a way, even when all is forlorn.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life? I literally invented one.
Chivalry is dead, and I will revive it.
Alright guys, thank you for joining us for game number 2 of the only match we'll be having for today. Is actually going to be just one game, and yeah, this is going to be game 2. Game 1 was won rather convincingly by the side of Alpha Zeros. Actually, they basically dominated the game from the beginning to the end, and I think it was a factor of how their draft was. It was just so difficult for Otsutsuki to really punish or do anything to them with the draft. However, this time we are going to see Soyu switching sides. So Soyu is going to be picked up by Nelson Amechi this time, not the Alpha. And the first 3 picks for the side of AI are actually looking very, very scary. Those are 3 really good picks. Oh, please, not the Bellerica. To be honest, yeah. So I think it's just too difficult, especially with the way Alpha Zero plays. It's a bit too difficult for them to work with this Belleric into the draft, because Belleric is charging straight at you, and you have the Khalid, you have, they have the Gatokacha, you have the Vexana, and now they also have that Moscow for that extra, CC that he can provide also. It's a bit difficult to pull off the whole Belleric into the comp. However, you never can tell. This time we can see that they have the Arlot, so I'm guessing this is going to be a damage Arlot with the Festival of Blood and the Fighter emblem. So this is going to be a damage Arlot we're going to be seeing from the side of Otsutsuki here. Ishiki is going to be rocking that damage Arlot, and I feel like the only target he has, well, the only necessary targets anyway, is going to be the targets are going to be Moskov and Moskov and the Vexana. Yeah, that's if you can get there, because there's there's so much backup for the Moskov and the Vexana. You need to get through the Khalid, you need to get through the Gatokacha also before you can get to them in that back line. So it's going to be a bit we'll just see. We'll just have to see how they are able to play this, how they are able to make the draft work, and hopefully it's not going to be a game that is as one-sided as the game one. Hopefully a bit of a clash in the Lito area already. Lito is going to be taken by Aqua. Well, and that's going to be first blood there. Secured already. It's already a better game than the game one. All right, welcome back to the game, guys. We do apologize for the technical issues we're facing from our end. We promise to fix that as the game goes, but from what we can see already, it already looks like Otsutsuki is just having a better game all the way around. Well, in the early game, they did have a better game already. It's better than how, you know, the game one fared with a very, very dominant approach from the side of AI. A clash here is going to happen. Belleric is going to pop that out. Frigid Glacier by the Aurora. Mega kill. 3 members for the side of Alpha Zeros are going to drop. AI here. Zaddy is going to chase after the Soyu. Unfortunately, the Moskov is not going to be able to get that kill, even though the Spear of Destruction connected to him. It just took a bit too much turret damage there, and that was a very huge brawl. And I think we can take a look at that replay there. It actually looked good. It looked like they were actually going to get, you know, that kill on the looked like they were going to get the kill on the Soyu, but you can see here, ooh, just unfortunate there by the Moskov. And the Moskov is going to fall there. He did try, honestly, though that was his first death of the game. He tried to get that kill off. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to. And as we can see here on the map, it seems like Otsutsuki are, you know, at least trying to be more decisive in their plays this time. Still, just the bot lane turret taken. Obviously, Alpha Zeros having secured all three outer turrets, and then this is going to be the first lord of the game already being worked on by the side of Alpha Zeros. I think this one definitely is one that Otsutsuki can, you know, contest. The knight is already going to be dropped there by Vexana. Oh, that was a beautiful raging sandstorm into the back line. Shot down there, double kill by the Alot. And yeah, I think this is like, this should be a go signal for you know, for Otsutsuki. It just means like at least they can try to, you know, be more present in the map. The Lord was still, you know, taken by the side of Otsutsuki, you know, while all that was happening. And I think with this they should be able to get, you know, maybe 2 or 3 turrets. If they can't, I think they should be able to get 2 or 3 turrets with this Lord push. You can see Iritel already is going to be attending to that top lane turret, going to be cleared, assisted by Nelson Amici on the Soyu. And another kill off screen in the bot lane here, double kill by Aqua, and that is a lot of low HPs for the, you know, for the Iritel to work with. Killing spree by the Soyu, double kill again for that Soyu. Nelson Amici on that Soyu is actually popping off, you know, really well right now, and they were able to get, you know, just 1 turret in the top lane, and they tried to get the mid lane, you know, outer turret. I guess that's where things went sideways. Beautiful raging sandstorm plus the flicker there by Zaddy. That was actually a very, very good play. He was able to pick out Akira, comes back, picks out, you know, Demon Knight, the mage for the side of Otsutsuki, who was Demon Knight, and that was absolutely beautiful flicker to reposition the raging sandstorm there. Very well played actually by Zaddy. You know, he first of all cleared the top lane. You can see him, you know, rotating into the mid lane, the raging sandstorm preemptively, and he reads, you know, that dodge there, and that was a very, very well played by Zaddy here. Once again, the Moskov, I think, is going to fall again. The Khalid is actually causing a lot of problems. Flicker and you know, the freeze there, I think, is dealing so much damage. We know we're used to seeing the Khalids going full damage, and I'm surprised it's actually full damage with that amount of, you know, the damage that came out. I actually thought maybe it was building, you know, damage, but it's still the tank build that the Khalid is going to be rocking. But look at the amount of damage he's going to be doing here, you know, dealing a lot of damage, and it's still so tanky at the same time. and this is why the Khalid has risen up in the meta. And yeah, Zadi just showing us firsthand why he's going to. He does have white, and it seems to be, he does have 7 kills. Actually, I'm just noticing that the Khalid is so far ahead, 8k. He actually has basically the same goal as the jungler of the side of Otsutsuki, so that's probably why he's able to deal so much damage. Just the base damage alone from him is really, really disgusting. But yeah, the second lord of the game is going to spawn at the same position in the bot lane. Okay, there's another pause request here, and we're just going to grant that before we come back.
Fighting for no one would ever know your name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with a sword, even though your back's to the wall. One strike, go cut the monkey mind. Your blade swing one time. When clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One time, the fight is yours. Stop it with your sword. There's endless power once you start. Never lose your heart. Tonight is dark and the shadows are deep. Who can protect the world? A light of hope shines in the dark. One strike, I swear by.
Alright, so we're going to head straight back into the game. I'm guessing the pause has been fixed. Pair of this yeah, the spear is going to find Ishiki there in that bush. I actually didn't check what the alert. Okay, yeah, the alert is going to be going damage. Actually, it is one of those builds that is a bit volatile. It can work. When it works really, really well. Shot down there by shot down on the Sui by Moscow. I feel like I just saw like it was basic attacking him. I'm guessing he probably used the wrong skill into the wrong place. But yeah, that is going to be the Lord secured by the side of Alpha Zeros. Taking a quick look at the replay here, you can see the Soyu dashing forward actually, and the Moscow basically pinning him to that wall and just firing down at him till he was able to take out the Soyu there. So that was a very nice shutdown kill. So he was already beginning to cause a lot of problems for them here, but more problems here as he is going to use beautiful play here by the Moskov, using that spear to push back the Iritel. Another beautiful raging sandstorm flicker there by Zadi. Legendary as he tries to cut off the escape path of the Soyu. Beautiful spear of destruction also. Perfect timing to get Moskov back into the fight, and you can see him here dashing in, and that's a killing spree and a wipe out for the side of Alpha Zeros. I think this is the game. Lord is going to be marching in that top lane, and just like that, that is going to be 2-0 for the side of Alpha Zeros. And I think we really need to commend that raging sandstorm flicker play for the second time actually. Zari pulling that off there, and I think kind of similar to how the first game went, even though this was not as one-sided as the other one. I feel like Alpha Zero just basically had much more control over the game, but that was an absolutely beautiful raging sandstorm flicker there. And then the timing of the spear of destruction, immediately the Soyu just dashed back. He was able to hit, get the contact onto the Soyu here. But that was just very, very beautiful to watch. Good game Alpha Zeros, actually well played from Otsutsuki. The second game definitely better than the first, but I'm guessing they will still have a few kinks to iron out come their future matches and things like that. However, we do apologize for the technical issues they had. Thank you all for joining us once again for this game that was supposed to be played yesterday but had to be moved over to today because of one thing or another. However, this is going to be the only game for tonight, and other games will be communicated through the Discord channels or in the WhatsApp uses. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Please do like the stream and don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And that will be all for tonight. I remain your caster, Pixels, and good night and have a good one.